Hey, second graders, Miss Shannon here. Today we are going to look at the story Rainforest one more time. You listened to this story the other day. Today we are going to work on our comprehension strategy of compare and contrast using the information from this story. I am not going to reread the entire story, but I am going to read specific parts to help us find places where we learn information that is similar or different between the different types of rainforests. Remember that to compare and contrast means to tell how things are alike and different. We are going to be using this graphic organizer today. It is called a Venn diagram. When we use a Venn diagram, we use the outer parts of the oval to show how things are different. And the places where the ovals or circles overlap describe things that are the same between two things. So you can see here for this story, we are going to be comparing and contrasting tropical rainforests and temperate rainforests. The part where the two ovals overlap is where we will jot down information that is the same for both types of rainforests. To get ready for this activity, you will need your composition notebook and a pencil. Turn to the next clean page. Label it with today's date. All right, you are going to label this page compare and contrast because that is our comprehension skill. And fill in the title of our story, which is Rainforests. You are then going to need to draw two ovals and have them overlap with enough room that you could write inside of them. Now, my picture is showing vertically. You can flip your composition book and draw your Venn diagram horizontally, side to side, instead of how my paper is going up and down. It is up to you whether you think you are going to be able to leave enough room to write inside of these ovals. I will zoom in on the Venn diagram. So there you can see it a little bit bigger. It's important to put the title tropical rainforests and temperate rainforests, and make sure the overlapping section is titled same, because that is where we will put information that is the same for both of them. Once again, now you may press pause if you need to, and press play when you're ready to continue. All right, here we are on page 1. I'm going to reread this first paragraph, so please follow along as I read aloud. A rainforest is a wet forest. It is thick with many kinds of trees and plants. Many animals live in it. Rain falls most of the year. Okay, second graders, before I move on, this introduction paragraph was talking about rainforests. Did it say either temperate or tropical rainforest in their description? No, it just said a rainforest. So that tells me that any type of rainforest is a wet forest and that it has plants and animals. That means that would be something that is true or the same for both types of forests. So that is going to be my first thing I jot down. I'm writing down information that is the same for both rainforests. On the next slide, I will show you what that looks like. So something that is the same is they are wet forests, they have animals, and they both have plants. Press play when you're ready to continue. All right. Now let's continue on. At the top of page 302, it reads, Most rainforests grow in hot places near the equator. They are tropical rainforests. Okay, I'm going to stop and think, second graders. The story just told me that tropical rainforests grow in hot places. Okay, let's remember that as we continue. Some grow in cool places. They are temperate rainforests. Oh, wow. Okay, so now we just read that temperate rainforests grow in cool places. So, second graders, is that something that is the same for both types of rainforests or something that is different? You got it. It's different. Tropical rainforests grow in hot places. Temperate rainforests grow in cool places. There you can see I have circled where I found the information that tropical rainforests are hot. And on this slide, I have circled where temperate rainforests grow in cool places. So I have gone back into the text to find my answer. And I can now label it in my Venn diagram that tropical rainforests are hot and temperate rainforests are cool. Press pause and play again when you're ready. All right, here we are back at our tropical rainforest page. I'm going to read the first paragraph under the subheading Tropical Rainforests. Tropical rainforests are hot and wet. Well, we know that already, second graders. How much rain falls every year? Between 80 and 200 inches. The temperatures stay almost the same every day. It is summer all the time. I'm going to circle that piece of information, that it's summer all the time, because I remember reading yesterday about temperate rainforests, and I remember reading something about the seasons. And I know that summer is a season. So this is telling me tropical rainforests are in summer all year. I'm going to flip my book to the page with the subheading Temperate Rainforest to see if I can see a piece of information that matches this information I just learned about tropical rainforests. So let's turn the page. And now we are at the subheading Temperate Rainforests. The first paragraph reads, most temperate rainforests grow in the Pacific Northwest of North America. How much rain falls every year? About 100 inches. The seasons do change. Oh my gosh, second graders, wasn't I looking for a piece of information about the seasons? I was, and there it is. The seasons do change in a temperate rainforest, which means they have fall, winter, spring, and summer. But we learned that tropical rainforests do not have all the seasons. They're in summer all year long. So I have just found something, a piece of information that shows a difference between these two types of rainforests. Tropical rainforests have summer all the time, but temperate rainforests have all 4 seasons. So you can go ahead and add that information into your Venn diagram now. Press pause as you write and play when you're ready. Okay, let's keep going. Now, I'm not going to read every part of this book. Remember, I'm just going to kind of skim it since I have read it multiple times before, and you have already listened to it and answered some comprehension questions about it. So I remember this page is talking about the different layers of the rainforest. The top part of the rainforest is called the emergent layer. And I can see all these beautiful birds and animals that live in the emergent layer. The next layer was called the canopy. And look, more monkeys and parrots or macaws are living in this layer. So take note of the animals you're seeing. The third layer is the understory. I see a jaguar. I see a morpho butterfly. So many cool animals. And here we are at the final layer of the tropical rainforest. This is the forest floor. And look here, it says it's dark and eerie. Do you remember why the forest floor of a tropical rainforest is dark and eerie? Yeah, there's so many tall trees that block out the sunlight. There's so many layers of big plants and growth that it blocks the sunlight from reaching all the way to the forest floor. So it's really dark there because sunlight cannot reach all the way down there. I'm going to circle that piece of information because I think that that is either something that is different between a tropical rainforest and a temperate rainforest, or something that is similar. So I'm going to have to read on to see if this is something that is the same for both rainforests or something that is different for both rainforests. Okay, so let's remember that it is dark on the forest floor in a tropical rainforest. So I wrote down under tropical rainforest that the forest floor is dark. So go ahead and pause as you write and play again when you're ready. Okay, let's continue on and see if we can find whether it is also dark in the forest floor of a temperate rainforest or if it is not dark. Here we are again at the section labeled temperate rainforest. Now, I know we already read the first paragraph because that's where we learned about the seasons changing. I'm going to start off reading at the second paragraph, right here. I want you to listen to see if you hear information about the forest floor. Okay, here we go. Fog and mist from the Pacific Ocean bring warm summers and cool winters. Temperate rainforests have layers too, but they do not look like tropical rainforests. Sun rays shine down to the forest floor. Ding, ding, ding. Wasn't that the word we were looking for? It was. Okay, second graders, what did the author tell us about the forest floor in a temperate rainforest? Is it also dark and eerie like a tropical rainforest forest floor? No. It says that the sun rays shine down to the forest floor, meaning the sun can reach all the way to the ground, unlike the forest floor in a tropical rainforest, where the sunlight does not reach the floor. So this shows me that it is something that is different. The sun shines to the floor for a temperate rainforest. You can see there I added one more bullet to our list under temperate rainforests. You can pause as you write it down. Okay, second graders, now it's your turn. I want you to find one more difference between a tropical rainforest and a temperate rainforest. I'm going to give you a hint about what information you might look for. We saw a lot of different animals in this book. So I'm wondering if you can take a look. These are animals that live in a tropical rainforest. So see if you can find the name of one of those animals. Those are tropical rainforest animals. Okay. And here is a picture of animals that live in a temperate rainforest. Do you see some differences in the types of animals that live in each rainforest? Wow, I see that cougars and black bears and bobcats and owls live in temperate rainforests. I didn't see any of those types of animals in the tropical rainforest. So I would like you to fill in your last contrast for these rainforests, telling what is a different animal that lives in each type of rainforest. You are going to fill it in your Venn diagram. And when you're finished, I want you to take a picture of your work in your composition notebook and upload it into your slideshow on this green box. And I would love to see all of the hard work you have done today.